Pikachu said, what keeps you passionate about the hobby today? And I think that is a great question. What keeps you passionate about the hobby? And I'm just
things like this.
This stuff right
like
here,
this.
yeah.
Matt,
People,
Matt,
this is
we
fun.
haven't heard from you, Matt. What keeps you passionate about the hobby, man?
Hey, you sent me that. Well, actually, Nick sent me that purple energy card. So I made a whole video about that, but it's the connecting back to childhood memories and the social aspect of it. So like what people are saying, it's stuff like this, going to conventions, talking to people online.
What about you,
Everyone's a
Scott?
liar.
What keeps
It's
you
all about the
passionate,
money.
buddy?
Yeah, pretty much the same. Honestly, though, the discovery stuff, like I think it was with Chansey the other day, who found that new trophy card. That type of stuff to me is just pure magic. Like when you find some new thing you didn't know about before, or even seeing a lot of new alt arts. Like, yeah, it's just exciting. Right now is a good time with Modern, especially.
What about you, Gary? What keeps you passionate after all these years?
Yeah, well, again, I think it's just the relationships. I love going to the collecticons. I love, getting out there and meeting people and people telling me their stories and stuff like that. It's no longer a card thing with me because I pretty much have accomplished everything I wanted to, and I have for years. And after this many years without ever taking a break, now it really is the people. It's really other people's stories. I really like. I love going on people's interviews and podcasts and hearing about them, because it reminds me of how I have felt all these years.
Awesome. Rattle, what keeps you passionate about this hobby, bud?
My God, I think just like there's such a crazy diversity in what you can enjoy. And there was a point when like the hype first started where I was like, I was feeling burnout a little bit. And I just felt like, okay, the way to avoid it is basically to just like go into different areas, ignore like this stonk dog stuff for the most part. If that's what you have to do. Like the Facebook groups and like Instagram is just like, for the most part, a lot of the posts, you have to kind of set it aside, find what you like, whether it's like playing the actual card game. The new cards that are coming out are like, they're always fresh. So like if you need a refresher or you need something new to look at, that's the greatest thing. And opening the new product, sure, you're gonna see all the like the chase cards beforehand, but like seeing all the like commons and uncommons when they come out is just like such a fun experience for me every time. And
John,
just like collecting the full
Pokemon
set.
Radar, what keeps you passionate, bud?
I mean, there's so many things, but I mean the fact that I've just put my whole life into this. I mean, I'm sitting around some of my best friends now that I have talked to more than what you would consider your real life friends at some point. The fact that I've been able to make this my livelihood, make this everything that I do, and even through like all the ups and downs I've had through it, I still stick with it and go through all those terrible times, but all the great times as well. So there's so much. And I mean, goal wise, I still want to be able to own or partially own every single card that I enjoy. And I'm getting pretty close to it. So there's just endless amount of goals that you can chase in this hobby.
Jake, what keeps you passionate?
Me, I mean, I definitely get bored from time to time and tired with things from time to time. I think for me, doing a lot of different hobbies, also like playing basketball, hanging out, doing music, other sorts of things. I find I'm a lot more refreshed, particularly as a content creator, just because there's so many more hours and so much more that I'd be doing than if I was just like when I was a private collector, I never really felt that. But when I became a content creator, I definitely had to like find more of that balance. But I mean, I love Pokemon. I collect this stuff when I was a kid. I still have a huge connection to it. I've always loved collecting, and now I collect like 20 different TCGs and CCGs. And like Scott said, the learning, just like always finding something new, always finding something interesting, something that maybe wasn't known before, going into new markets. I also am fascinated by the market stuff.
So my plan was to ask everyone this question because I thought it was a fucking awesome question, but it's gonna take an hour to answer for all of us. But
I'll take
Ryan,
5 seconds.
Brown Eyes, Yellow Dragons, Dan Catch 'em All, or Gemmit, each one of you guys, real quick. Like, the question was freaking awesome. Like, what keeps you passionate about this hobby? Ryan, real quick, go.
All the rafflers are not on Instagram anymore. They're on Whatnot.
Brown Eyed Yellow Dragons, what keeps you passionate about this hobby?
Oh man, all the people that I've met from different backgrounds, you know, it's a very surreal experience. So
Dan Catch 'em All Collectibles, officially the newest official owner of a base set Zard in the entire world. What keeps you passionate about this hobby?
Two things: the chase, gotta catch them all. I still haven't. That's always the goal. Never gonna complete it, so that's a good thing. And then the people, the shared passions, the in-person events. Next best thing, meeting with other people like this. Great. So many passionate people in the hobby. So many great people in the hobby.
And then finally, Zach, Gem and Pokemon. You have some of the biggest collectors in the world, and we're all jealous of your collection. What keeps you passionate about this hobby?
You know, it's so cool when you see a miracle happen, and I think we all want to believe in miracles, and it's so special when they do happen. And you know, watching Scott answer a question without a super chat is really a miracle.
and then
I was wondering where that setup was going. That was good.
Finally, for me, what keeps me passionate about this hobby is these live chats. But wait, real quick, Rev, we never answered the question for you. What keeps you passionate about this hobby? You're the last guy, man. And then we're gonna do
Friday booze news.
There you go.